In Chicago's Polish Catholic households and other working class households, women still utilized forms of birth control against the grain of the church's social and sexual regulations. As discussed by scholar Angela Fritz, even if women worshiped differently in private than public, many still fulfilled their public religious obligations by sending their children to parochial schools and generously giving to the collection plate every Sunday. This trend was seen throughout the 20th century, specifically in response to the Vatican's disapproval of birth control. It was still possible to be devotedly religious and not follow every aspect of Catholicism. For many working class women, birth control was a necessity beyond moral question. Tied in with the changing social scene of the 1920s and the generational factors in ideology gaps, messages from parents, the church, and community members about the virtue of virginity in working class women's daily lives conflicted with their lived experience of the opportunities for romance and recreation that urban living and wage earning made possible. As new lifestyles called for a freer use of birth control beyond church condemnations, working class women were also personally influenced by both economic and medical necessity. Divides formed in the social, economic, and medical benefits of free access to birth control and the religious implications of using birth control. As the legislation of the United States government also restricted birth control access, Chicago formed a birth control black market in nightlife venues and on working class streets. Women in households already held disagreements with the church, but many did not firmly push women away as they made their religion their own. Regardless, other factors added on to decisions to leave the church, but the differing levels of practice in private versus public realms indicated discontent between teaching and practice. Later, discrepancies in practice will lead to institutions created by the church hierarchy to encourage universal and uniform practice of Catholicism.